Guys, I'm starting to think there's some kind of conspiracy against me filming videos now because lately I have been wanting to film, but things keep preventing me from doing so. Last week I posted a video on Thursday afternoon. I got wicked sick. Like, just all of a sudden, it was like somebody flipped a switch and I started sneezing and sneezing and sneezing and I couldn't stop. And then I was like blowing my nose like crazy, and so then I was sick Thursday night, all day Friday, started to feel a little bit better on Saturday, and then yesterday I felt like I was pretty much back to normal. Today I'm definitely fine. But it's like, because I felt fine Thursday morning, and then I went out, and I don't know, it just hit me. That's like the third time this year that I've been sick. Well, the third time during like the cold season, like winter and stuff. So yeah, I'm done with being sick. Anyway, today we are talking about the Wet n Wild Megaglow highlighting powders. You probably have one of these in your collection, maybe more. If you've never tried these, you're totally missing out. They're $5. All right, they're $4.99. If you get them at Walmart, you can get them even cheaper than that. I think they're like $4.69 at Walmart, something like that. But there are 7 shades in the permanent range now, and they are fantastic. I have all 7 shades, so I'm going to show those to you today. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video is because some of the colors, you might look at them and think, I don't know, that wouldn't work for me. You could be mistaken, because I can wear any of these shades and make them work, depending on what I do with them and how I use them. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that too, because some of the colors are pretty intense, and you would think that they wouldn't work, but they can and they do. So yeah, these launched initially in a limited edition collection when they released Precious Petals and Crown of My Canopy. So these were the first 2 to release, and I immediately liked Precious Petals. Crown of My Canopy I wasn't so sure about because it's a deeper shade. And I got rid of Crown of My Canopy when I was doing a purge of my collection at one point, and I missed it. And I just repurchased it the other day. And I was lucky that I was able to do that, because usually when something is limited edition and you get rid of it, that's it. You can't get it again. But yeah, they made both of these shades permanent and started launching new colors within the line. So since these were the first 2 that were ever released, let's talk about these first. So this is Precious Petals, and probably the most famous one out of the bunch, and the one that really launched the popularity. The finish on these is so beautiful. It's sort of like, Wet n Wild describes it as a pearlized finish, but to me it's more like a metallic, or it's somewhere in between a pearlized and a metallic finish. They're absolutely beautiful. They've got this floral pattern on them. But one thing that I haven't heard anyone talk about is these can be used as eyeshadows. Now, I would not recommend doing that with all highlighters because it can actually be dangerous. I even have a highlighter palette by, what company is it? Off the top of my head, I don't remember. But I have a highlighter palette in my collection that it even says on there, you know, don't use this as an eyeshadow. And that's good advice, because with some highlighters, the type of material that they use and so on and so forth, if you got it in your eyes, it could, you know, do some damage. It could like cut into the delicate parts of your eye. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing that normally, but with these I've done it many times and I personally haven't had any problems, but in theory you're not supposed to use highlighters as eyeshadows. So just, you know, a little disclaimer there. I don't want anybody to say, well, you said it was okay and it hurt my eyes. Well, no, I'm telling you, don't do it, but I do it. I do it with these anyway, I should say. I don't do it with all highlighters. But anyway, these do make beautiful eyeshadows, I think. So, Precious Petals is like a peach. And I'd say it's like a golden peach. And then Crown of My Canopy, okay, so Crown of My Canopy is on the middle finger, but these two pair so beautifully together. I like to put Precious Petals on my lids and then put Crown of My Canopy in the outside area, and these two are so beautiful together, and that's why I regretted getting rid of Crown of My Canopy, because it's too dark of a shade for me to use as a face highlighter, but it just pairs so beautifully with Precious Petals to do an eyeshadow look that's why I decided to repurchase it. So you can see there, those colors really complement each other. But see the finish on that? It's just so beautiful. So those were the first two they launched, and then they decided to make these permanent and add colors to the line. So the other colors that are in the line, since we're talking about the warm tone ones first, why don't we stick to the warmer ones and then I'll show you the cooler ones. So this one is called Golden Flower Crown, and I didn't think that I would be able to wear this. It's a gold with an orange tone to it. And there we go. I feel like it's not really. I'm tilting it because I want you to see this and have the light hit it different ways. But this is Golden Flower Crown, and I've worn this and it actually looked really pretty. So it's just a gold highlighter, but it's very warm, and with the right eyeshadows it does look pretty. So if you thought that you wouldn't be able, if you have like similar to skin tone to me and thought you wouldn't be able to wear it, you definitely can, because look at that swatched on my skin. It's really pretty. So don't be afraid of Golden Flower Crown. And then let's see, the other one, this one is called Blossom Glow. This is the one that I'm wearing right now. And this one, I wouldn't say this is warm and I wouldn't say this is cool. This is the most neutral out of the whole bunch. And this one is, I would say it's a pink. How pretty is that? I think it's the finish on these that get me. They're so smooth and silky, and I love them so much. So that's Blossom Glow, the one that I'm wearing. And then there are three that are, I would say, cool toned. Let's start with the pink one. This one is called Botanic Dream, and this is a cool pink. so pretty. They really, really glow. What I like about these is they're not chunky. They just glide right on, blend like a dream. This is definitely a pink. So that's Botanic Dream. And then this next one is Diamond Lily. I talked about this in my favorites video. This is a silver. And I think a lot of people would be afraid to try this, but I think it's beautiful. So that's Diamond Lily. Really, really chrome type metallic. That is one hell of a pop of color. I love it so much. And the last one is Royal Calyx, and this is a purple. I'm going to say like a lilac or a lavender. There it is right there. There's the true color. So blue toned lavender or a cool toned lavender. Gorgeous. So swatch is pretty light. Now something that I wanted to try, let me go grab something. One thing I have not tried yet with these, which I can't believe I didn't think of it until just now, is I have never tried them wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little more on top of that swatch and then just lightly spray some MAC Fix Plus on top of it. Yeah, I guess it did intensify it a little bit. It seemed to make it more of a deeper shade of purple. All right, I'll do the silver one too, because where the silver one is already so intense to start with, that I have to see what that would look like wet. Okay, now the residue of the Fix Plus was already on my hand from spraying the purple one. So there's the silver one on top of the MAC Fix Plus. So yeah, that really makes it crazy intense. Wow. But these are amazing, $5. If you don't have any, you really need to try one in a color that appeals to you. But I have every single one, and if they released more permanent colors, I would definitely pick them up. I love these. If I had to get rid of all my highlighters in my collection, and somebody said, you know, you can keep like one type within your collection, these are probably the ones that I would keep. And they're some of the least expensive ones that I own, but they are so beautiful. So that is it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.